Well, following the declaration of last week's election results, the National Assembly now has to be constituted within the next 14 days. Political parties continue to regroup to assess their electoral results and to realign with possible coalition partners. Newzroom Afrika's Ziyanda Ngcobo takes a look at what still lies ahead.
As political parties now have to move past the shock of the electoral outcomes, the next few days will be solely dedicated towards negotiations around the future of South Africa's political landscape. This includes a reconfigured parliament wherein the ANC is no longer a majority and a newly formed Ngcobo party which has 58 seats in the National Assembly.
The National Assembly must be constituted within 14 days. And then within this period again, in terms of Section 86, the President must also, the National Assembly must also elect the President during its first sitting. However, before that process starts, the Speaker and Deputy Speaker would have to be elected first. And the Chief Justice has already issued instructions in terms of the election rules of how this particular process is going to go.
The appointment of a new Speaker and Deputy Speaker are expected to take place on the 17th of June. Ziyanda explains what happens if the current negotiations don't bring about an agreement on who should be elected as President of the country.
And immediately after the election of the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker, the Deputy Speaker then takes over for the election of the President. If the President if there is no agreement amongst the political parties in terms of the person of the President, this aspect you will find in Schedule 3 of the Constitution, and essentially in terms of Section 8, subsection 2 of Schedule 3, and if there is still a deadlock, then the National Assembly will be given 7 days within which to try to get an agreement on a candidate.
But already on social media, MK party members believe their seat allocation will frustrate the quorum when it is time to vote in a new head of state, which constitutional law expert Pierre De Vos says is simply not possible.
The MK party cannot use the 59 seats to stop the election because, as I said, you only need a third of the members of the National Assembly to be present to have a valid vote. But secondly, you cannot trigger a new election because the new election within 30 days is only triggered if there is a vacancy in the office of the president and for 30 days no new president is elected. After an election, there is no vacancy in the president because the president is still the president until a new president is elected.
With the future of who governs the country remaining fluid as negotiations continue behind closed doors, analysts believe that a political arrangement similar to the Government of National Unity is likely to be the most beneficial for the stability of the country. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ziyanda Ngcobo in Johannesburg.